type in, you know, farming, you know, blah, blah, blah neighborhood, and save it so that now when you go to, back to the, when you go to the step here, you can actually just go to Save Lists, Map Mail, and then you can click your farming list that you had selected. So you don't have to go and create that map every time you want to send something to that area. All right, and then we're going to select the areas that we want to mail to. For whatever reason, this is going up. Take the lists. All right, so once we selected that, then for some reason, I'm popping over here. Give me 1 second. All right, so then you come down here and you'll type in whatever you would like to name it, and then hit save, and that will bring you back to the section here. So you have this this farming area saved, 167 or however many you put in, for homeowners only in the map mail. So then you're going to go to the next step. So it's telling you here that what it's doing right now as it's loading up is it's actually going through all the properties in that area that you selected, you know, making sure that they're all correct, making sure that if there's any duplicates, they're taking them out, and creating the final list here. So it does that. It gives you, again, a little summary of that, and then you'll go on to the next step. And this is just a couple final different options that you have. You can just choose the cover of it, whether you want it to just be a regular Methane cover or gloss. Gloss might cost you a little bit more per card, but you can, you know, select the scheduling options. You'll have to specify future delivery, or would you just like to send it, you know, or would you like to send it recurring mail? So you can actually, so you want to send it 3 times over the course of 6 months. So every other month, you can do, you know, every other month 3 mailings, and you can begin it whenever you'd like to begin it. So you can schedule it for that, or you can just sit out one time. Come down here, you can select the standard or first class mail, and then down at the bottom here, the additional options are the confirmation card or the follow-up report. Now, what the confirmation card is that will actually send you a card so that you know when it you know, hit the market, in a sense, so you'll know when everybody got it. So you can send one to yourself so that you know when it's out there. Then you can also get a follow-up report. Follow-up report, which will send you a report of what house, you know, exactly what houses and addresses it was actually delivered to. So you can select those if you like, and then continue on to the next step. And this one here is the final step. It'll give you a summary of everything that you chose. You'll just want to review it very carefully, and as long as everything's correct, you're going to place the order. So you'll go ahead and do that. So that's pretty much it for the direct mailing. Do you guys have any questions?
Payment. Now the payment, like let's say it's a campaign that I'm doing over the next 6 months. Do we pay when we order this, or do we pay once they're mailed?
You'll pay once you order them.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do separate orders if you need to spread it out.
Okay.
Sure. But it really, the time that he took just then to do that was about double what it'll take you to do it.
Right.
Because you'll already have everything in there. He was stopping to explain, or even less than that.
Yeah.
You know? Stop and explain. You get them, once the property's in there, you can get a mailer out in 5 minutes.
Right.
You just go click, 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 and do it.
And once you have it set up.
Yeah, once it's set up, it's there. Yeah.
Yep, and also once, and the just listed and just sold is, you know, 10 times easier than that. If If you have all your settings set up with what you'd like, all you gotta do is click a button.
Just click a button and they go
It'll
out.
automatically do it for you.
It's slick. Can y'all imagine you're probably gonna send more direct mail than you've ever sent before?
absolutely.
Say yes.
It's a, yes.
Yes.
It's a no-brainer.
Do we
And I
have-
tell you, if you ever in Austin,
What about
Texas, you
do
gotta
not
go
sell?
swing by this place too. It's amazing.
Do they take care of
You'll be there in
Do
their,
not
in their
mail? I
print,
would assume so.
in their company when you walk in the reception desk, and there's a big flat screen TV. Every time an order is placed, the person's name and company name pops up.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's bizarre. And look, and you'll stand there, and it'll be Weichert, just pop, 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 you know, all over the place where people order. So it's cool.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume you have this covered, but I would imagine that the address, because this is through Quantum Mail, right?
Correct.
But so they check the addresses for do not mail lists and stuff like that and pull that stuff.
Something popped up and said, do not call list or something.
Well, that was if they're generating a call list
Well,
from
there's a
it.
do not mail list.
There's also
as
do
well.
not mail, yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume the Quantum Mail has got that covered, as that's
I would
their
assume so.
industry.
Yeah,
their
yes,
business.
they do. Like, just like I was saying, you can get the reports of
If it's not, we blame them.
people's numbers and information when they respond to it. If they're on like a do not call list or something like that, the number won't come up for you. But also, if it's on the do not mail list, I believe that they're on top of that too, so you won't be sending mail to any unwanted.
Can we
Just
get in
not- I
this
don't think
today and start like prepping things for next week?
Yeah, you should be able to get in. You guys are all in the system, so you should be good.
But this isn't the same as the Wickert University thing. Serini, they're
And they
working
can go
on
ahead
that
and
because
start
Serini showed us
setting up
that
their profile and all that kind of stuff.
Wickert
Yeah.
University didn't come up
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this
yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
But we don't have that little tab yet.
So,
Right, you want, because the white.
You can
Trying to get it
just
in.
you can just go to the WREA.com.
Unless our email address is different from what you.
Yeah.
we have a couple that have tried to get in it while you were doing this presentation and were not able to get in it.
It says the email address is.
All right.
Oh,
That's strange.
just because it.
Let me
Email address
look
is
into
invalid.
it.
He was saying the email, it was saying it was the wrong email, and you used the Weichert email?
I think
Okay.
we used the right
Okay.
one, we're assuming we did.
Did you spell out first class or did you
All right,
No,
what's
I said
that? Let me
Howard
check
at
what we're
WeichertFirstClass.com.
trying to get
First
at.
spelled out.
What's his name? I can check.
Howard at WeichertFirstClass.com.
It's Howard Price.
With what?
With first spelled out, not one
Yes.
S T.
Correct. Right there.
Pete, it's Howard
It
Price.
shouldn't,
Okay.
Okay,
they shouldn't care that it's an active email. If it's a
right, it's just,
login.
right.
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 Yeah.
Right.
Well, unless that goes right through to confirmation automations within the site. Could that make a difference? Yeah, maybe not.
I wouldn't think they
You
would
would think
do
so.
that.
I wouldn't think so either.
It's just Krista.
Okay, well, Pete's on it. We'll
Okay.
get an answer. Yeah,
Please.
yes.
And
Yep, I'll take care of that.
if those emails have to be live, I can make them live, but I just didn't want anyone to make a mistake.
It says the submitted email address.
I got the same position.
Yeah, that's here, hang on a second. Shh. So that's probably,
Okay, it says the submitted email address is not found in our database,
yeah,
so we're not
because you
in.
haven't made it, it's not in there.
No, we're not in there.
Gotcha. Pete, you hear that?
We're not in them.
Pete, you heard that right, but he's checking it. He'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this is amazing. I mean, if you all
I'm
get,
looking just real quick now, but I'll look further into it.
it's going pretty smooth. I mean, if you all get signed up like in the next, if you're all signed up before your impact, we may have set a record, huh, Pete?
See, well, yeah. Well, I looked just now real quick in the system, and Howard's email was entered in as howard@firstclassproperties.com.
Not the
So
Weichert.
that's what the system has.
Try that
here.
one.
That's what it'll probably be.
Try that
Email, so try that one.
Your current email address.
Yeah, until Monday. It's probably until Monday. Yeah, try that one. It's probably till Monday, that's what.
So with mine also like that.
So Pete, what we gotta do, if that turns out to be the case, where those are the old emails are what they would use until Monday on their impact. Could it be, I mean,
Okay.
but there's only one email address in there, right?
First with a number, right?
Yeah. There's only one in there.
We just want to know because everyone's excited to get in there, so we
Sure.
don't want to discourage them. Get them going.
Okay. All right. I'll go through it and
First
check.
class probability is
Are you in?
Let's see if you can.
almost. Yeah, first class probability is what.
Okay, okay. So it's the old email addresses. Now, but what we gotta find out is,
Last name.
Monday, when it converts to the new website, or the new brand, then we gotta get all the new email addresses.
Yeah, where are they going?
Put them in.
That should.
And I'll coordinate that. Well,
He's got people, okay.
So between now and Monday, we use our old email.
We will let you know when to start using your new one as soon as they confirm it's set up
Yes,
that
so
way.
yes, yes,
Currently you use your old one.
yes,
And
use
the
your,
password is the last name.
Right.
All lowercase. Right.
is it,
Emails are.
yeah, but that's
But I
not,
think
yeah,
for
but
logins, it'll be.
that'd do something different, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Pete will communicate with Audrey and Bobby on that. All right? Pete, I think we're out of time, buddy. People are about to faint. They're about to faint over here. Can we thank Pete? Thanks, Pete. Yay, Pete. Oh, hey. That's the bell.
No problem.
Pete, we,
All right, so, no, go ahead, Kirk.
I was just gonna say, we appreciate you. Thanks.
No problem. Have a good rest of the day, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks, Pete. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Well, he was that's a good hire right there. He got him about a year ago.
He sounds nice.
Oh, he's doing awesome. I mean, he's a detail monster, you know, so he gets on, plus he's got a good personality. He's good. Did y'all get to meet him when we were up there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Great big old,
So
Bear
we
looking
should
boy.
change it now?
yeah, great big
Should
old
change
thing.
We
our
can
email
change
now.
our email address.
No, wait till further direction from us on that. Leave
Yeah,
it
Pete,
the way
Pete
it
will
is.
get that work. Okay.
No.
Any questions for me? We've poured a bunch down y'all's head, I know. Half of it has come out the other ear, so that's all right. And we were talking about this, you know, until you're putting your hands on something, you're gonna realize you've forgotten half what we talked about in here, and so that's why it's so important that we're steering you to the resources, you know, that we have Wyckoff University and those things. So-
Just like when you start real estate.
Just like real
Same
estate.
deal. Same thing.
Same kind of deal.
thing.
Same kind of deal. And so you guys have, I've been to some towns where we sold offices, and I've gone, yeah, this might be a little difficult, you know, for these people, for different reasons, you know. But man, it seems like y'all already have some substantial crunch going on here in town, and top of awareness, particularly the realtor community and consumers. And I can't, they don't let me around during the sales process because I make earning claims, which is get you in trouble with the feds because we're a security. Now we're doing the thing. So they do leave me back. But now when they wind up at the Management Academy or we have you guys, I'll say this, and I've been saying it for 13 years and it's still true. Every broker and every agent that has used our sales system has not just increased, but dramatically increased their production. The only humans that sign up with us, stay flat, and wind up leaving are the people that all they do is change their business cards and their sign. Okay? Now, the tragic part is there's always one or two, it seems like, in every office that will start to lean that way. And now that was in the past. We've enhanced this process to take care of that a little bit. But I'll tell you right now, if you don't change your sales behavior and embrace all of this stuff, you're going to leave. We're a liability. We are an absolute liability if you do not use our system. If you do, and it's binary, folks. There's not even many degrees of gray in there. You know, it's like people that don't use it, fail, leave us. People that do, stay forever. I mean, I've met these people. The lady who's the clock number 6 for Jim Weichert is still in his original office. Y'all follow? His 6th agent that he hired. And they try to do the calculation of tenure in the Weichert company a few years ago, and it was just, you know, that was difficult. It was kind of a cluster. But if you look at the people, a huge amount of people there over 20 years. huge amount. And we're talking in the multiple hundreds. You know, he's got a few thousand that have been there forever. And the reason is the sales system works. Now it's going to be great because there are going to be agents from other offices here in town who are going to come over here and interview with Audrey and Bobby. And they're going to say no. Audrey and Bobby are going to say no. Because, tell me why.
Same reason that they said no initially.
Say again? Not willing, and actually, there's even more weirdness going on in this office now than they would have been used to. Is that correct? Okay, so they have all kinds of reasons not to come now because they actually have to prospect.
They aren't gonna wanna work this hard.
Not going to want to work that hard. They're not.
And it's
Most
not,
of it is.
But it's actually
It's not work if it works.
It's actually.
But let me tell you why they're not going to. It's not not necessarily work. It's ego. We have oriented this industry and taught new agents when they come in a lot of environments. Not as much here, thank goodness. That you are on your own, and the measure of a good realtor is one who can bring a bunch of business on their own and close it solely on their own and keep as much of the money as they can, right? It's kind of this ego thing. And it's hard for people to break that down that have been in the business for a lot of years and done 30 transactions a year, you know, doing the whole thing themselves, maybe with an assistant, and say, okay, now I want to come in and let you collaborate with me. Sometimes people don't get that, right?
Right.
And if you try to bring the wrong person in, we don't let our brokers get all sexed up over a top producer just because of the revenue. You follow? Usually that revenue isn't profitable anyway, and it can also work in conflict with what we're trying to get done. Does that make sense? Okay. So you will see most of your new brethren in here are going to be people coming from other professions. They will be the new licensees. And this is true all over the Weichert system. The top agent that I mentioned last year, she came to a career night and started her career at Weichert. The number 2 agent in our Brooklyn office started his career at Weichert as a brand new licensee and has stayed there and grown up. That's where we get our top producers, not from importing them, you know, from other places. Because you can't teach old dog new tricks. Okay, that's the issue. All right.
Are you guys thinking about doing any type of incentive for recruits, for people bringing recruits?
We haven't done that.
Yeah, working for Weichert.
No,
Incentives for agents that are referring.
Well, let me just say this. We did talk about that at the
Just thought
academy. If
about
you
it.
forgot, we suggest that you do that.
We have not gotten that far.
No,
they have a
definitely.
ton.
Yes,
We would
absolutely.
definitely be interested in
Now,
that.
yeah, absolutely. We
I
want
think
you
we
guys.
batted it
to-
around once, but we didn't come up with anything solid.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Do you have any statistical data as far as agencies prior to Weichert, the productivity versus like the first year? Like how
much they grew?
yes.
I can't give you a number that would apply to everybody. And if I did, it would be meaningless.
Right.
Okay? Because you gotta plug in, there's too many variables. You gotta plug in there when, you know, was it during the recession, what condition was the market, and a lot of other variables in there. I will tell you, the people that affiliate with us, management and sales teams that embrace the system, grow, not just grow, but dramatically. And the people that do not, fail. Failing is your production stays the same and then you're paying us a royalty fee. That's stupid.
Right.
You know, that's dumb. And a marketing fee. Okay. So no, I can't give you a percentage. I won't try to do that. I'll swag you one that I think is pretty damn accurate if we went back, and we haven't looked at this for years, but the average commission rate goes up. In the first 5 years of Weichert, it was going up about 0.5%. We could kind of informally measure. What that is we have consultants talking with brokers. And so like Mark Hanna is collecting the data for this office. Mark that was here before, because he's the consultant. And so he'll know what the average listing rate is after he pries it out of that, you know, after we look for it. And then you look a year later and you'll see, and it's because you guys go out with doors. And you have this enhanced process that stops a lot of the commission objections. You know, that's the big thing that blows a lot of the experienced agents' heads off, that converts and takes doors out, is that they don't have, they can, I forget one agent put